Just hit record first. All right, guys. Thank you everybody for joining on this early Saturday or late Saturday. Um, and I got a lot of questions regarding paid marketing and what I was doing for paid marketing, and some folks had some budget. Um, So what I wanted to do was just go through some of the techniques that I use, make this interactive. And the reason I use GoToWebinar versus the Google Hangout was it's much easier to share the screen. Um, so what we're going to cover today is first I want to talk a little bit, like 2 seconds about mindset, and then these are all the different advertising methods that I've used. Can you guys hear me okay? No issues?
Yeah.
And you can see
Yeah.
my screen? Okay, great. So we're going to talk about Craigslist, 7Search, banners, solo ads, and then Facebook PPC, which I think really is where you're going to get your money's worth. If you have, especially if you have a smaller budget, some folks, might have a $500 budget. Some might even have, a $20 budget, but at least it gets you something, right? So why is mindset so important? And the reason I wanted to talk about mindset was like, I hope you guys have your income goals written out and just posted everywhere, right? Even if you want to make 10,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 1,000 a month, right? We all have our goals. Um, write them out, post them everywhere, see what it is that you want to make. It just, once your mind thinks that and it opens it up, you're just open to receive that. And the reason I say that, even with advertising, right? And understanding what your why is. Why are you doing this? There's a reason why you joined online marketing. There's a reason why we're all here. We want to make money, right? So even when you're doing an ad and you're posting an ad, if you don't have the right mindset, if you do a solo ad and you do 100 clicks and you have the negative mindset, you know what? No one's going to opt into your page. No one's going to sign up with you just because you have the negative mindset, right? So even when you're placing the ad, while you're creating the ad or whatever you're doing, just think, oh man, I'm going to get, 10 signups from this. I'm going to get 5 signups from this, versus placing a solo ad and going, here we go again. Um, I'm going to place an ad. Um, and you know what? I'm not going to get any signups from it. So why am I wasting my time? So, and remember your affirmations, right? Remember what you're grateful for every day. Remember why we're doing this. So just wanted to cover that real quick. Oops, I think I hit the wrong button here. Let me just unmute everybody. Guys, if you don't mind, I've unmuted you. If you guys can put yourself in mute because I'm hearing a lot of background noise, or I can just mute everybody, and then if you want to talk, you can raise your hand. Okay, perfect. All right, let's get into the current affairs. So the easy and the most free one we can do is Craigslist, right? And for the folks in the UK, I'm sure you've heard or used Craigslist before, right? Basically, what Craigslist is, it's a free. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to mute you. It's too much noise. Um, it's basically a classified ad section, and what you can do is you can actually place ads, right? So what some folks do, I'm gonna log in here, um, is you basically create an account and you can place classified ads, right? Um, However, they do charge you for ads. But what I usually do is I go into services, right? You go into services, um, where is it? Small business ads, right? And what you can do here is you can actually post an ad in this section, and you can say service offered, um, small business ad, right? And you can pick whatever city you're close to. This is my old city that I was, and you can actually post an ad here. And what I like to do is, I like to say, something like make money part time, something catchy. You put the location, you can put your description here, and you can actually put a link in here. And then when you go to continue, they don't charge you the $25 for a ad, right? Now, you should create one account. There are a couple of caveats. You create one account. You can only do 3 ads at a time. Um, some of the URLs like Empower Network are blocked. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to do an email short URL shortener, or I have my own URL. You can post that on there. But remember, this is free, and you're gonna have to do a lot of it. So if you have zero budgeting money, and you're using Frazier's method with the Facebook, right? That's getting you signups. But you want to do a little, you want to start exploring placing ads, you can do that. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the file section, if it's not here, I'll dig it up for you guys. I'll put it back in here. I thought I had it. I have these graphics that you can just throw right in there. I thought I had it in here. I have a zip file of all the graphics. I'll put them in here. And what you can do is you can actually just go to like Photo Bucket or something and put the image there, and then you can make it a clickable image, and then it can go right to your link, and that just makes it look a lot nicer. All right. So, any questions on Craigslist? Nope. All right. You guys, you can post questions. You can raise your hand. I'll unmute you. The only reason I muted everyone. Hey, Chica, did you have a question? Nope. Just raising your hand. John Dawson, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep. Did that make sense?
did man. The only thing
Okay.
I was wanting to ken is, can UK people use Craigslist as well? Obviously, I'm guessing there's a UK version, yeah?
Yeah, there's a UK version. Um, and also, what you can do is, in the group, if you do create an account and you want to target people in the US, what they do is they ask you to verify your account with a phone number. So you can just
Uh-huh.
ask one of us, and we'll just give you our phone number, and we can verify you.
That's perfect, man. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
Hey, Neil, sorry, I was muted. Can you hear me?
Yep. Yep.
Chica,
Yep. What's up, Chica?
I was, thanks for being here and doing this, first of all. I
No
was
problem.
wondering if you also were going to cover image ads. You covered that, or were you going to do that? Or I was
Um,
wondering about that, or you want to keep it simple for now?
yeah, I was gonna keep it simple for now. I have the
Okay,
images. I thought I had them uploaded into the group. I already have pre-made images that I got from someone from Fiverr. I'll
gotcha.
add those to the group, and then what I'll do is once I add them, then we can do a specific training on that. Or I'll just
No
make a
problem.
quick. I'll make a quick video and show you how to do that.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, I think I know. I just want for the benefit of other people. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. No problem. All right, so that's Craigslist. Again, you'll have to do a lot of it, right? You'll get clicks. Don't get discouraged. It's a lot of work, but it does work, especially when you don't have a lot of money, right? So now we'll start getting into some of the, less expensive paid ads. Um, let's go to 7 Search. This is another one I used when I first started online marketing. Um, and this is a much cheaper uh, clicks that you can get. Um, the only problem with this is the quality of people you get. But remember, you're paying like 5 cents. You're paying 10 cents. So what you do here is basically it's very similar to um, Facebook, where you can target people. You can also set how much money you want to spend per day, and it tracks all the data. You set up an account with them. You can put $20 in there, and you can say, I don't want to spend more than $10. So as you can see, right? Like this was my old EN ad. You can pick all the different keywords. It adds up all the keywords for you. You can set how much you want to bid per keyword, right? 10 cents, 5 cents, depending on the what keyword you're going after. Um, and then you could see right here, up here, right? You can just very simple. You create the ad. It shows you what it looks like. You put your link in, and you can put in your daily budget. You can see which category you're in, and basically you target whoever you want, right? Very, very straightforward. Um, like I said in the beginning, when I first got online and I started with Empower Network, um, it was a quick way of getting some leads, right? I wasn't getting tons of leads, but I did get a couple of signups from this, just by spending like $20 a month. So, something for ILN or My Lead System Pro. Um, again, it's all going to come down to keeping that right mindset and making sure that, when you're doing the ads, right, you're being creative here, right? Like this one did not do very well for me because look at it. All I said was, if I zoom in here, free download, free, how to get instant access to the revolutionary new business model that can make you $10,000 a month. Really doesn't say much, right? Also, the other thing I like about it is um, the the display URL is different than where it goes to. So, you don't, if you want it to go to, you don't want people to know it's ILN, or you don't want people to know it's Empower Network, because you want to keep people curious, right, before you send them to somewhere. And um, what I like to do is I like to disguise where it's going to, and then let them at least click on it so they see what it is. So that is 7 search. Again, if anybody needs any more specifics on it, we can create an ad, or maybe I'll do that for you. Let's create a campaign, right? So we're going to call this, say, ILN, right? And so you want to, when you're writing an ad, and if you're an ILN and you go into the back office and you do the copyright training that Vincent's done, and he says it in there, you gotta almost like personalize, and you gotta attract people's attention, right? So if I want to do something for ILN, I might say, um, and you might want to relate it back to your story, right? Always put your story in the ad. That's what I like to do, right? So I'll say, dad of 2 earns, $1,000 a day in his spare time. Okay, it won't fit. Let's just do earns $10,000 a day. Learn how this dad earned $1,000 a day in his first week online, right? So display URL, I might want to just put my personal blog. And then what I do, I keep all my links, like my ILN links, um, on a page, on a text file. Now, the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about, as you see these ILN links go directly to the homepage, and there's really no way to capture the lead. Excuse me. I'm going to do another training on capture pages. So what I've done is I've created a capture page. Actually, not this one, sorry. So why is it not working? Huh? Because I lost my capture page. That is weird. So basically, what I did was I created a capture page, and for those folks that know, a capture page um, basically grabs the email address of someone that's interested in your business opportunity. And the reason you want to do that is you want to continuously communicate with people. I cannot tell you how many people that I have had on my list. See, I've had this problem with this easy squeeze registration. I cannot tell you how many people I have had that will join my business today, or will get on my list today, but they won't join me today, right? They're exploring, they're not that interested, or something will happen. And people's situation in their lives change, right? So today you might not be interested in a business opportunity, but guess what? Unfortunately, someone's parents get sick, somebody loses their job, and guess what? Now they're interested, and they're like, you know what? Chica's been sending me that email every single day now, right, for the last 30 days. You know what? I think I'm going to join them. I'm going to give that a shot, right? So you want to continuously capture their email addresses. So if you have um, Aweber or a GVO, whatever you're using, make sure you constantly keep their email address, and make sure I said this in the Hangout, right? Email them every day, right? Even if it's a value or whatever it is, just email them. So you basically pick your home business category. You say, I want to do $10 a day, right? And you now create your campaign. No, what did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't do this. I always forget. And then what you do here is you basically, I want to get moving here, work from home, right? And it'll ask you what keywords you want to, or whoever you're targeting. And you can just say add all. It'll add all the keywords, right? I got 201 keywords. You hit next. And these are all the bids, right? I first submit the keywords. And then basically what happens is then you go back and manage the keywords. So if you look here, it'll tell you, okay, you bid 5 cents, um, and the average bid is like 8 cents, 11 cents. So you can adjust this depending on what keywords you want to go after. But this will get me enough. This will start getting me some clicks. And as this thing processes, I'll check back daily just to see what's going on. So um, that was 7 search. The other one, now we're going to start getting into more of the, how do I, have a bigger budget, which is the best way to spend some money. So somebody had mentioned um, banner ads. So this is one that's called buy and sell ads. Basically what this will populate a banner or an ad on a particular industry or someone that you're targeting, right? So if you go here, you basically sign up, you create a sign up, you add your PayPal information. Just gonna mute you guys. It's getting some background noise. And you can say go to personal finance, right? And think about who you're targeting, right? You're targeting people that look like ready to be rich. My wife quit her job. Investment. If you target people in automotive or you target people in food and drink, just remember who you want to sign up in your team. Will they be good in your team? So if they already have the business mindset, right, and they're already you know subscribed to this, ready to be rich, you know that's the people you want to target. So this ad is sold out, but what you would do here is for $80 for 30 days, you would get a sidebar on their a banner ad on their website, right? So if you go back and see someone else that's available, these people will retire early, right? They might be looking for something, right? So at the bottom center of their website, for $30 for 30 days, you can buy an ad, right? Um, but you can see, no get rich quick or make money online schemes will be accepted, right? So that's not a good fit. That's probably why there's something available. But maybe someone that's an investor, right? Here we go. $10 per 10,000 impressions. So you can go through here and look, if that's what you've done. I mean, I've tried these guys a couple of times. Um, it works pretty good. You got to have a good budget to really get things going here. So now let's talk about solo ads, and I'll tell you how I personally feel about solo ads, right? So if you haven't heard about what a solo ad is, a solo ad is basically someone has collected email addresses and they have a massive email list, right? Just like I was showing you, create a capture page, um, and create a capture page and then communicate with them and build a relationship with the list. So, I have I'm touching about 7,000 people on my list. But these people have 100,000, 200, 300,000 people on their lists. And the way they build these lists is they offer them a free offer. So I'm sure we have all logged into or opted into a download this free ebook and, give me your email and I'll give you a free ebook or free MP3 or a free report or something. So now this is my personal opinion, right? I feel solo ads are just people who have opted into a list. Then you have solo ad providers, and solo ad basically means, um, they're going to give you access to their list, right? So when you buy a solo ad, all you're doing is this person that owns the ad is sending your offer to their list, right? So I just feel like a solo ad is people that maybe they might buy something. Chances are they're not. They opted into a list to get something for free. Now you're sending them an offer, even though it might be, 19 bucks a month, 20 bucks a month, whatever. Um, it's I don't know if they're ready to buy, right? Now, um, some of these solo ad providers have what they call a buyer's list. So out of those 200,000 people they have on their list, they'll have 3 or 4,000 that have bought something. And that something typically is a Warriors forum, uh, offer. They bought something for like 19 bucks, 20 bucks. So they're technically verified buyers, but again, in my opinion, they are buying something for very little money, right? So that might not be the ideal person, but it's still better, right? So what you do basically is you buy certain amount of clicks. So we know what a solo ad is. Basically someone else's marketing list. What they're going to do is they're going to rent you their list, right, for depending on how many clicks you want, and they sell it by clicks if you've never done a solo ad before. Now, and this is where my opinion is that you're blasting your offer, right? So if I'm buying a solo ad from Chica, that's Chica's list. He's built a relationship with that list, not me, right? Now Anil Gunjal is taking his capture page, blasting it to them, and these guys are probably going like, "Who is this guy? Who is this dude?" The one benefit of the solo ad, I don't want to completely blast them, is that um, it's a quick way to build your list. And once in a while something might hit someone with someone and you might get a sale. I did a solo ad for MLSP, I want to say like 4 months ago, and some guy in Australia paid Mastery up front. So that was $1,000 commission for $80 solo ad. So once in a while you will get something, right? So here's a list. I'll share this list with you guys. These are all these what they call solo ad providers, right? These are people that are willing to sell you clicks. So this dude I've used before, Wayne Dotson. He's based out of the UK. So as you can see, he has here limitations. They all have terms. What I would recommend is before you place or give them any kind of money, um, check them out and make sure they're available on Skype. And they usually say, add me to Skype before you buy anything. Read their terms and conditions. If you're in Empower Network, do not do solo ads. I'm telling you, just throwing your money. See, paid, say limitation, paid offers, CBE offers, MLM, Empower. He doesn't want Empower. He doesn't want pure leverage. He doesn't want BIM. Um, he doesn't want, he said may be available, but it's a minimal order size, right? So, and the reason they say that is because those lists have seen Empower Network so many times, people are just going to unsubscribe, and he's going to lose his subscribers, right? So you can see people have testimonials. I'm part of a big solo ad Skype group on Skype, and all these guys do is buy each other's ads and solo ads and sell it to each other. So, so basically, what you would do is, you would go to, like, say you went to Wayne Dotson, and you talk to him on Skype and say, okay, I want, I'll buy 250 clicks for $110, right? So basically, he knows what his open rate is or what his opt-in rate is, right? He knows if he has 1,000 people on his list, 250 to 500 are going to open the the email. So generally, what happens is if you buy 250 unique clicks, you'll end up with like 300, or you'll end up with like 400, because he's just blasting it to a list, and sometimes you might get people opening it 2 to 3 days later. So what'll happen is, he'll say, okay, my next opening is Wednesday at 9 o'clock. I'll start your clicks, and he'll write the email that he's going to send to the list. Um, he'll just want a link that to where to send people to. Um, and what I do is, you want to track it, right? You want to make sure you're getting the right amount of clicks. So do you remember my password? Of course not. There's so many of them. Um, and then you could see, I'll show you right here. Um, I did try ILN, right? I did try an ILN solo ad. I bought 500 clicks. See, I bought 500 clicks from this guy. I got 569. So it did not go well at all for ILN. I got some opt-ins. Um, and it depends on how well your capture page is, how many clicks you get. I did get 3 signups, but again, these people, I don't know who they are. The 3 people that I signed up, I can't even get a hold of them. They've put in their credit cards, they've signed up, but we all know until you don't get them into the system and you don't get them, into the ASF group and all power, all signed up, they're not gonna do anything. So it was kind of a waste, and I should have stuck with my original thought that solo ads, they just don't work that well. Now, if you're in the business of, hey, I want to build a list, right? Like what I tried was, I had the idea, what, maybe I'll start my own solo ad business. So what I did was I started a, 5-day free boot camp. I offered them something free. I started building a list, and it was the same again. I was like, I really don't have the time and patience for this. So I stopped doing that, but I still have that boot camp set up there if you guys want to check it out. It just goes through all, how to get online. So that's my thoughts on solo ads. Anybody have questions on that? You can raise your hand. I'll unmute you. You guys getting value out of this? Chica, let's unmute you. D. Nicole and Chica, unmuted both of you.
Oh, yeah, it's very valuable information. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Great. Great. Chica. Hey, John Dawson. I know you had requested this. Is this what you were looking for?
Yeah, man, this is absolutely perfect. I am buzzing for the next one, the Facebook one. That's
Yeah. This
the
is the
one
good
I'm
one.
really.
Yeah.
That is, I've heard that it's quite good, and that's what I'm really buzzing to see, man. It'll be
Yeah. Yeah.
amazing.
That's why I wanted to get those that out of the way. So, Chica, did you have a question?
Yeah, I was, it is good stuff. I was just wondering about the tracking. You use tracking. Is there any other tracking you either use or can recommend? I know, that's obviously useful so that you can see what's happening.
Yeah, so I used this one. There was another one that I was using. This one seems to be the cheapest and easiest to get going.
Okay.
All the other ones are they're just so expensive. I just don't, but they do get into more details like, you got, 100 clicks, 30 people opted in, 20 went to your website, they get more
Hmm.
into that. I just want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth from when I do a solo ad.
Okay. I had sort of heard of, I mean, yeah, I can put the names out there. It's not like I'm selling them or anything. Like Link Tracker or Easy Tracker Pro. Are they more expensive than this one?
Yeah, this one was
Okay.
the cheapest, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah,
Gotcha. Thank you.
yeah, no problem. All right, now let's get into Facebook, right? So, why do I like Facebook? And I think it's the most effective. Basically, um, Facebook collects people's information, as we know, right? Nothing wrong with that. We all allow them to do it, and they know what pages you've liked. They know um, what pages you go to, and your activity, your age, and so instead of just blindly sending a solo ad or doing this seven search or something, I can now target the right person or the right people on Facebook, right? So if I was if I was just someone starting out, right, um, I would go at the bottom and you want to click on advertising, right? You got to do it real quick, create an ad. And basically what you do is you set up, if you haven't done this already, is set up an advertising account with Facebook. They want your credit card information, and they want all, just to get that going so you can now place an ad. So so once you've got that set up, traditionally what people would do is you would go to create an ad, right? And here you would put, right, say I want to advertise ILN, I would put my URL, right? And I would then say, okay, I want to get new users. Oops, what happened there? Right? And it's not doing it for, but this is not the way we're going to use it anyway. So um, let's get out of this for a second. And basically, you would create an ad here, right? You would put the URL, um, and it would send it to that home page. And what that did was it was pretty much impossible to get Facebook to approve the ad, right? That was the biggest problem I had. You could not get the Facebook page approved. The second thing was the cost per click would be into the $2-3 worth, right? Um, and the reason Facebook was doing this was basically by putting the URL here and then creating an ad, you are now essentially taking that traffic, sending it outside of Facebook. Facebook does not like that, right? As soon as you're sending external traffic out from their site, you're sending people away. They can't see the other ads. They don't like that. So what they do is they start putting restrictions on you, right? So if you send them to you know, our site, Internet Lifestyle Network, they're going to come back and say, oh, hold on, you're capturing someone's email address. You need to have a sentence in there that you're not going to share anybody's email address. So you go back, you fix your ad, and you put, okay, we don't like spam. Then you hit approve again. Oh, no, something is wrong. Your picture is too small. And basically, what I would do is it would take me a week to get my ad approved, right? So as you can see here, I posted this last night. It now takes me 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes to get an ad approved, right? And I've learned this. The best way to do this is you can do it two ways, right? First thing you want to do is make sure everybody here has a Facebook page, right? And there's multiple reasons you want to do this. One, not everybody you want to add as a friend, right? Unless you're like Fraser, he'll just add everybody. I personally do not like to add everybody as a friend, and I'll direct them to my fan page. Second is you can kind of separate the traffic that you get, and you can get your Facebook pages, you can get your ads approved much quicker. So in the past, what I would do is I would create a tab. See, my ILM thing is down. Let's take another one. I gotta fix that. So, okay, work from home moms, right? Oops. So what I would do is I would create a tab within the within my Facebook page, and I would use one of the free applications is called this WooBox app. And basically, what you do is you install a tab into your Facebook page, and then you put the address on where it goes to, and it just creates the capture page within the tab, what they call. Facebook calls that a tab. And for a while, that was working great too. But again, once they enter the address here, it pops them out, and Facebook isn't capturing all that great information. Now, you can get this approved. It'll take a couple of hours. They might come back with, terms, as you can see, income disclaimers, terms, conditions, refund, privacy policies. You got to have everything there. But what I learned yesterday was a great trick from one of my friends in Diane Hockman's group. So basically, here's what we're going to do. What we're going to do is, so does everybody, let me just, before I go there, just raise your hands and let me know if everybody has a Facebook fan page and they know what I'm talking about. Or I can go over that. Nicole does, Paul does, Chica doesn't yet. Okay, Chica, I'm sure you know how to set it up and get it going, right? So you don't need me to go over that. Okay, Orazio has one. Okay, cool. Looks like majority of you have one. If you don't get that one set up right away, it takes minutes to do. So here's what we'll do, right? So we will say we want to place an ad for ILM, right? Now we want to capture people that we know would be interested in a home business, and I want to get my ad approved, and I want to get it going fast, right? And I only have a certain amount of money to spend. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to say, and I'm going to do a post, right? I'm going to have my picture ready, right? And I will go to my, I have all my pictures in my Dropbox, right? And I've been targeting a few different people. So the other thing with the pictures is, so if you see something like this with words in it, you're not going to get approved. They don't like too many, um, words in there. If you want to advertise Jonathan Budd, let me see. All right, so I'll take the one with Hoverson, right? I'll put that in there. And usually what you can do is you can just take what Vincent puts in there, but you can do 8 income earner builds business, builds business. Let me show you how to build a okay. So now, and then I put my little link there. Obviously, you want to shorten that, but just for this demonstration, we won't do that. Actually, why not? Let's do it so we do it the right way. There's my shortened link. Put that in there, right? And now I post my little post. right? And it's slow today. All right, so now I've got my picture, right? I personalized it a little bit, you know, 8 income earner, Mark Overson, shows a little credibility there. So now what I want to do is I want to place an ad on Facebook, right? And I want to get it approved like immediately. So what I'll do is I will go to create an ad, right? And I will go to my page and I want to promote a page post, right? And basically what it does is it lists all your posts that you have from your fan page. You click this and boom, there it shows up, right? And then you go down and here's now where this is the power of Facebook, okay? This is where um, you can really start targeting people, right? So for a while there, I was targeting um, I thought India would be a good start for when I was in Power Network, that I would target all the people that work in call centers because they're unhappy with their jobs, and that's what I had kind of heard. Didn't do too well, but it was a way I could target people, right? So you could say, I want to target people in the United States, in the United Kingdom, let's do Canada, right? I want to do Australia, right? So now I've got my countries, and you know what? Maybe you're targeting people that are more like you, right? Maybe I want to target men that are between the ages of 35, right? No max, and maybe guys at that age like me at 35 are now, thinking about retirement, right? And this is where the power is, the precise interests, right? You can now start targeting people that have liked Mark Overson's page, right? See precise interest? It's only going to pop up now see, they already reduced it to 1,000 people. I like Diane Hockman people too. I relate with them, right? There we go, Diane Hockman. Who else? Ray Higdon, you know, boom. As you can see, it's growing. Right now it's 5,200. And you can basically sit here and go, how about people that are internet marketing? Can't spell today, right? Internet marketing, internet. Here we go. Great, now we're up to 17,000. And you can continue to do this, and you can do this with multiple ads. You can do this with, I like to remove the sponsored story. And you can do it with multiple ads. You can do it with multiple pictures. I like to put the frame around the picture, right? Make it red or make it orange. And you can do that for free. You can go to a site called pickmonkey.com. And all you do is you click on edit a picture, right? You take your picture. You go on the side here. You see this little square. Takes literally 2 seconds. Simple edge. And I want yellow. I want it to stand out, right? And then you save it. All these tools are free, right? So now I've got my 35 and over men that I'm going to target. The broad categories don't pay attention to those. You're not going to get much with that. That's where I wasted a lot of money. Um, and now you've got your precise interests, right? And then you go down and make sure this is connected to anyone. Sometimes it does, only people that don't like you or people that have already liked your page. Here is where you put your campaign name, right? Overson post, what's today? August 3rd, right? Now, here is a couple of things you want to do. Your campaign budget, right? I would stick to $10 a day when you first start out, right? You don't want to get this crazy bill from Facebook. Here, what they've done now is they have, in order to optimize your post showing up, they've started to do what they call getting paid on impressions. That is going to kill you on your budget. So what you want to do is you want to click to CPC, click cost per click, right? So basically, every time somebody clicks your ad, you'll have to pay Facebook. So you want to optimize for clicks, right? Now, depending on how quickly you want to get clicks, the other day when I did the ad for the webinar, I wanted to get people quickly. I did automatic so I can get the more clicks, the better. What you want to do is manually bid for clicks. So it's going to give you a suggestion, right? It's going to say 46 cents to $1.06, right? This is a little high, and the reason it's high is because the people you're targeting are expensive people, right? So you'll have to decide how much you want to pay, right? You can always start out in between, or I usually like to start out at the minimum, see where it goes. Basically, you place order, and that ad will get approved and start running, right? I don't want to do this. I'm going to delete it, right? And I'll show you what I mean about getting cheaper clicks. Depending on who you want to target. So if I do create an ad, and we'll do that again, right? Promote my post, this one, right? We'll remove this, and we'll say, United States. We'll say, actually, I'll give you my India example, okay? So I wanted to target people in India, right? All. Let's start with 21 that worked in call centers. So I did call center. So they spell it different there, right? So call center. Okay, so now I got people who live in India, right? 21 years or older. Now you'll see, hopefully this works. Optimize for clicks. See, 16 cents to 38 cents, right? And as you run more and more ads and you target those people and more people click on it, your price is going to keep going and going and going down. I have gotten this down to, let's leave this page. I'll show you some of my ads. I have all of them paused right now. So I was targeting real estate brokers. Let's see what I was doing. 52 cents. There's a couple of in here. See, I spent 28 cents. I only got 30 clicks. This wasn't a really good one, so I stopped it. 69 cents I was paying average. It'll depend on how much what you want to pay. I was able to get, let me see, some 25 cents, 50 cents. See this one, 12 cents. So you can get it down. I've gotten it down to when I was doing the India ad. I don't know if I still have it here. I was down to like almost 3 cents, 5 to 3 cents. So you can see these early ads were all, see, partnership. Are you looking for a partnership in India, right? All these were denied because of that. So pick your audience, decide what you want to pay for them, and you would see, you'll see your price per click go down. So that was my spiel on. I'll open you guys up. I'll unmute Chica, Nicole. Hey, Damien. Hey, John Dawson. Any other questions? Anything else you want me to cover here?
No, man.
No, man.
Was that what you were looking
What
for?
was that?
This is what they were doing last night, obviously, in the morning.
No, this is a new one today, fresh.
And they were getting it ready for today. They were the people that were on the thing last night.
Hey, I unmuted you guys. So if you have any questions, it's open.
Neil, can I ask something, bro?
Sure.
See how you have it as $10.
Hold on, John. That's John speaking, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. All right, go ahead, John.
If you have $10 a day, say, right?
Yep.
Can you have it so it only runs, say, for 2 days, so that'll be $20, or is it
Nope.
automatic?
Nope. So what you want to do is when I created the ad, I'll go
Yeah.
back here and we'll just leave it here. So see this at the bottom here, it says campaign schedule. You can set a start date. So when I did the webinar with Mark Hoverson, I started it, on the 4th, and I can end it on the 5th, right there.
Yeah. So that'll be all this day, and just charge you $10 for
Right.
each of. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
That's perfect, man. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Anybody else have a question? Please raise your hand. I'll unmute you. No, no questions? Oh, hey, Nicole.
Yeah, I had a question. It's not really about the um, advertising itself, but how did you create your capture pages for your tabs?
So I use multiple things. I used to use, well, I've been using this thing called, where'd it go? I'll show you. It's called this WP Easy Squeezy. But what keeps happening is I keep losing my license key, and I keep losing. I don't know why I keep losing that. So Optimize Press just released 2.0 version. I picked it up last night, so that's the one I'm going to start using going forward.
Okay.
So I've been using that one, and I've also been using. It's called My Lead Pages. It's very very easy to make a capture page. Right? They already have pre-made templates, and what you can basically do is just go to like use this template. I don't know if you can still see my screen.
Yes.
Right? You can just type. You can just start typing. Right? Double click on it.
Okay.
And what I really like about this, right? You can create the quick capture page. You see this here, the opt-in form integration. So basically, you connect it to your Aweber, and then it has all your Aweber lists already there. So you don't have to copy code over.
Okay.
So if I go to some of my pages, like the see, like ILN, oops, this is the one I used for ILN, right? Um, like, and then it has integration with the webinars. So, which is the one we did with? I think this is the one I did with Fraser. See, here you go. See, I was able to put Fraser's picture in there. How to get massive signups. It just looks professional, you know.
Right, right, right.
So, and it's quick, easy. If you want to make a capture page, you can make it real quick. If you don't want to mess with, um, if you don't want to mess with codes, and you just want to get a capture page out there, they have like the simple ones too. This is the one I did, free video. Breaking news, learn how to make, 2157, right? So you can get creative with them. Um, you can also change the background. Let me show you the one I did on. I just looked at it the other day. See, mobile. I was doing. I did a, a training on um, mobile ads, so I was able to actually. Oh, that's not it. You can actually change the background. Basically, that's what I was trying to show you.
Okay.
Um, is it this one? Yep. See, I was able to change the background too. And like I said, it looks professional.
Right.
So That one's called My Lead Pages, but it is a little on the pricey side.
Okay,
If you or did you see the one that I post? Do you have a WordPress site?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
I will post the there's actually a plugin that I used in the beginning that's free. Um,
Okay.
I did a training on it. I posted it in the island group, but I'll post it in our group, and you can do that. You can use that one for it's a free plugin to download.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions? Please don't be shy. So Orazio's asking if I wrote my own follow-up emails for Alan. Yes, I did. And I've noticed basically what happens is a lot of people, I'll go into my Aweber, a lot of people will just use the follow-up emails that are given to them by their companies. I know Island doesn't have any. The problem with that is you get, it's not personalized to you, right? You're going to get um, people are going to say like, this is not you, or like I used the one from Empower in the beginning, and I think the third email said, I just made $3,000, look at my check, and you're lying to people. So here's what I do. I'll show you my follow-up series. I have 2 emails created already, right? And I will send them an email immediately. And if you see here, I just talk about, who I am, a little bit about myself. I talk to them about, how great ILN is. Also, you want to give them your contact information. You want to put your name. I can't tell you how many people call me and go, the only reason I joined you was because you're the only one that put their picture and put their name at the bottom, and I could actually contact you. If you have any dogs, cats, pets, babies in your family, put a picture. People really connect with that. And then what I do is the second one, why should you join my team? This is where I start talking about ASF, right? And I talked to you guys about this on the Hangout, right? Um, Basically saying, you know, when you send an email out, you're not separating yourself from the masses, right? So when you send something out, you want to offer people a little bit something more, right? You want to say to them, why did why am I joining him? I got the same email from Orazio. I got the same email from John. Anil sent me the same email. It's all the same thing. Looks like all these guys just copy and pasted the same stuff. So, I would highly recommend that you personalize any emails. If you are going to use the emails that your company gave you or your program gave you, personalize them, put your story in them, completely edit them. Just don't send them out like that. Hope that answers your question. So Damien, yeah, we just covered that. I will post the recording here as soon as it gets going. All right, guys, it's top of the hour. Chica has another question. Hold on. Hey, Chica.
Hey, Anil, yeah, great stuff. I wanted to add something as another tip that might help people. I know you know, and some people who know me know that I like to use video a lot. So following on that, your theme for the follow-up, one of the things that I've seen and I intend to start doing will be as soon as people opt in, just like you have your welcome email, obviously tells them all about you and I guess why they should join you. Another idea could be you could probably even do a video, just introducing yourself and thanking them for subscribing. And that way, it really just connects people with you more, and it's so different to what
Absolutely.
everybody else is doing. So I just wanted to add that tip. That's something that I intend doing, and if people are watching this too, they should definitely. I mean, what you're doing obviously is different from what everyone else is doing. But believe you me, if you have a video out there, just like if some people connect with me on Facebook, they know I send out a video that welcomes them, kind of thing. So
Right,
that's
right.
really very powerful. Just wanted to add that. Hope that
Absolutely.
will help
Great.
people too.
Absolutely. Thank you. That's a great tip. Um, add a video, send them a video. So the other thing that I've done just to see what the leaders are doing, right? So if you're in, and I'll use Empower as a network, as an example, we can use ILN or whatever. I usually go to the top leaders, people that are on the leaderboards, and I opt into their lists, right? So when I joined Empower, I went and I joined all the top people in the top 10 and joined their list and see what they're doing. And I got to tell you, majority of them send you a welcome video. So great tip, Chica. And you definitely want to join. What I would do is I would create a separate Gmail account, completely separate from your primary, and go join not only the leaders in your business, but the leaders in the industries. Go join Diane Hockman's list, join Ray Higdon's, Rob Four. I mean, go down the list, right? And usually, what that does, it does two things. It shows you what their styles are, and you can steal ideas from people on what their styles are. Number two, it gives you a pulse on what's going on, right? Usually, the Ray Higdons, the Diane Hockmans, Michelle Pescasolitos, and these people get invited to opportunities or ideas or new methods before they go out to us, right? Because they're so-called gurus. So these people will start promoting and start pushing um, stuff, right? Just recently, this whole new World Ventures thing happened, right? But if you wanted to raise list, you already knew this was coming, right? And you can be prepared for it. So just like um, just like what do you call it? Diane's working on something. She's in some meeting in Dallas, and she keeps sending these, emails on what's going on. And then what usually happens is, a week later, you start bombarding with the people spamming you, right? So it's a good way to keep a pulse on the industry. Um, can we have a template as a guide, as a reply? Yeah, I mean, I could post, and that's Penny asking. Penny, I'm going to unmute you for a second. Hi, Penny. Penny and Keel.
Hi guys, hi from
Hi. How you
Edinburgh here.
doing?
Hello.
So when you say
Okay,
template,
thank you very much.
are you looking for a template on the on the follow-up emails?
It's just obviously because obviously this is all fairly new business to ourselves and just more like
Gotcha.
a guidance
Sure, sure.
how to go about just to not duplicate word by word obviously because each person, each individual have their own obviously characters and way to put it for to have a personal touch. But just give us an idea because to be honest, it's absolutely we're lost. We're doing some marketing with companies we're advertising all that, but the feedback is not all 100%. So appreciate obviously you guys taking time off so just to give us some guidance. But
Sure, sure.
those emails would be grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll create a document I'll create it in the file section and I'll copy and paste what I send up as my two follow-up emails, and you guys can edit as you feel free.
Thank you. Thank you
Yep,
very much.
no problem. All right, any last minute questions? Hope you guys found this useful. Raise your hand if you have a question. I'll unmute you. Otherwise, I will stop processing this and get this up on the so you guys can watch this again. Okay, excellent. Well, thank you everybody for sharing your Saturday morning with me, and you'll see I'm active in the group. A group is growing, and we'll do a lot more of these. I can even do a separate one on. I think I'll probably show you guys how to do a capture page and how you can integrate that with your Aweber or whatever autoresponder you're using. So, if there are no more questions. Great, thank you. I'm glad everybody found this useful. Thanks again. If there's any other trainings you want to see, I know Fraser's he's the king of Facebook. and I try to do, because I have a full-time job and I have limited time a day. If there's anything you want to see on mindset or on paid advertising, we can do a separate one. We can keep these going if Saturday morning works for everybody. We can pick a topic each week